Welcome to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. Thank you so much for supporting my channel by subscribing. Let's begin our chair yoga class. So today we are going to use a yoga strap, so please have a yoga strap or a men's necktie handy to use during class. Let's come seated forward in our chair. So our glutes are on the chair, hamstrings are off the chair, allowing us to have that nice 90-degree bend at the knees, feet flat on the floor. Focusing now on our posture, nice tall spine here. Roll the shoulders back and down and rest the hands wherever they may land on your legs. Just taking a moment to get comfortable here. Closing your eyes and taking a moment to notice your breath. When you inhale, do you notice the chest rising and then the belly rising? Exhaling, noticing the belly fall and then the chest fall. Let's notice our breath for the next 3 rounds of breath. Let's begin a scan of our body, starting at the crown of the head, working down to the toes. Looking for any areas you need to be mindful of as we move through this practice together. And remembering, if a pose doesn't feel right or is uncomfortable, you do not need to do that pose. Always keep yourself safe in this or any other practice. Let's move on to our 4 square breathing practice. Starting with an inhale through the nose of 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, notice your posture. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, relaxing the shoulders. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Returning now to your regular breath and just notice if you're breathing deeply. Beautiful, you can open your eyes. Let's begin by stretching our neck. So we're going to lower our left ear towards the left shoulder, feeling a nice stretch in the opposite side of the neck. Remember, our focus is to keep our breath nice and deep, allowing the belly to rise on the inhale, and also sitting nice and tall. One more breath here. Returning the head to center, and this time moving to the opposite side. Sitting tall, breathing deeply. One more breath here. Returning to center. This time lifting the chin, looking up at the ceiling, getting a nice stretch in the front of the neck. One more breath. Returning to center and lowering the chin into the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. One more breath here. And let's mindfully roll the head across the front of the body towards one shoulder. And very slowly rolling across the back, remembering to keep the shoulders relaxed. Small movements here, very gentle. We're not in any hurry. Gently rolling across the back once again. Rolling across the front. Across the back. And this time pausing in the center and the front. And let's start in the opposite direction, rolling towards the opposite shoulder. Across the back, slowly relaxing the shoulders, rolling across the front, across the back, across the front, and pausing at center. Gently lift the head. Let's take the fingertips to the back of the neck. We're just going to gently massage our neck, moving from the base of the skull down to the shoulders and back up. Just taking your time, noticing if you're holding any tension in your neck today. One more, up the neck and back down the neck. Beautiful. Now we're going to take one hand to the shoulder. We're just going to cup the hand. I want you to just massage from the shoulder all the way back up to the neck, and just notice if you're holding any tension in your shoulders today. This is a gentle massage. Just looking for any tension we might need to release. And let's change sides, starting with the cupped hand at the shoulder, moving in towards the neck, back out to the shoulder, back towards the neck, and back out to the shoulder. Beautiful. And let's just relax here. We're going to roll the shoulders to the back of the room. Nice deep rolls. One more. And let's roll the shoulders to the front of the room. Beautiful. Now we're going to work on the hands. We're going to roll out the wrists and rolling in the opposite direction. We're going to make a stop sign with one hand, and we're going to bring gentle pressure to the fingers just until we can feel the sensation of the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. We spend a lot of time on our computers and our phones. It's important to work on your wrists, keeping your wrists and your hands healthy. One more breath here. And then we're going to relax the fingers, lower them, and once again, gentle pressure to the fingers just until you feel the sensation of the stretch in the top of the wrist. So in this class, whether we're doing a twist or any particular stretch, we always stop at the first sensation of the stretch. That's our current range of motion, and it will always keep us safe. One more breath here. We're going to change sides. So once again, stop sign, gentle pressure to the fingers just until you can feel the sensation of the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. And one more breath. Let's relax the hand, lower the fingers, and once again, gentle pressure, feeling the stretch along the top of the wrist. One more breath here. Let's roll it out in one direction and the other. Now we're going to bring the palms of the hands together. We're going to lower the fingers forward, bring the backs of the hands together, and flip the fingers towards the body to come back into prayer. So again, slowly, fingers come forward, backs of the hands together, and flip the fingers towards the body to come into prayer. And now do this at your own pace, just remembering that the fingers are flipping towards the body to come back into our starting position. Just working the wrists a little bit more today. One more. We're going to pause here. Now we're going to work towards the body. So we're going to lift the elbows slightly. This will feel a little unusual or uncomfortable. So fingers dip slightly towards the body, backs of the hands together, and now the fingers are going to flip away for us to come back into our starting position. So again, fingers bend towards the body, backs of hands together, and we flip the fingers away. So just work at your own pace here. Remember, the fingers are flipping away from the body this time. Let's do two more. And once again, stopping in our starting position. Now we're going to have one hand relax and the other hand is going to press down. Just going to hold here for a moment. Coming back to center. And now the other hand is going to relax and we're going to press down. Coming back to center. We'll do it once again in each direction. So relaxing the hand that has the pressure against it. Coming back to center and once again to the other side. Beautiful. And coming back to center. Now we're going to drop the hands forward. You might want to lift the elbows slightly here. And now we're going to bring the hands towards us. Try to keep the palms of the hands together. So again, the fingers come forward. And now the fingers come towards the body, trying to keep the palms of the hands together. Let's do one more set. Fingers are forward. And now fingers towards the body. And coming back into our starting position, and let's shake it out, jazz hands. Beautiful. Let's start with our fingers down by the sides of our chair. We're going to take one hand nice and high. I want you to really stretch and reach as if you're trying to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. I want you to feel that rib cage lift and open on that side of the body. Really breathing deeply here. Looking up through the fingers at the ceiling. And now we're going to add a slight side bend. Just holding here. One more breath here, and let's deepen that side bend. Still looking up through the fingers at the ceiling. Let's come back to our starting position. And now that hand comes down and the opposite hand comes straight overhead. Really stretch and reach, try to touch the ceiling. Feeling that rib cage lift and open. And add a tiny side bend. Deepen the side bend. Coming back to center and lowering the hand down. Now we're going to add some movement. So if you have your yoga strap, just make sure it's loosely around your shoulders, not too close to your neck. Starting with the fingers at the side, reaching up, looking overhead through the hand, and then changing sides. Just adding some movement into the side body. And as we come up, we're going to start adding a tiny side bend each time that hand comes up and over. And as that side bend deepens, we're going to need to slow down slightly to accommodate that extra stretch. Working at your own pace, taking your time. And deepening that side bend. We'll do once more on each side. Beautiful, and let's lower the hands down by our sides. Now make sure that strap's not too close to your neck. We're going to start with our hands in front of the body, arms outstretched, palms facing each other. We're going to have one hand travel, and we're going to follow that hand that's traveling with our gaze. So this hand is going to travel behind us as we exhale, following with your gaze. Draw that hand forward as you inhale. Now it's the opposite hand. Exhale and travel. Inhale forward. Changing hands, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We'll do once more on each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Beautiful. Still sitting nice and tall, both at once. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, and this time back so the hands are facing each other. So we push away, almost like a breaststroke in the pool. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. We'll do one more of these. Exhale, and inhale. Beautiful, and you can lower your hands. Now we're going to sit nice and tall. We're just going to take our hands up to the side. We're going to travel with the elbow touching the back seat of the chair, following the elbow with our gaze. So we'll start with this hand first. So we just gently twist the body. Elbow touches back to the chair as we exhale. Inhale, come forward. Other side, exhale, elbow touches the back of the chair. Inhale, forward. Exhale, follow with your gaze. Inhale, forward. Exhale, twist. Inhale, forward. Once more on each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale, forward. Last time. Exhale, twist. Inhale, forward. Beautiful. Now, you're going to take one hand to the opposite knee and bring the other arm behind you on the chair, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Look over the shoulder, holding here for 8 rounds of breath. Noticing the muscles in the body resisting as we first move into this gentle twist. Keep breathing through. You will notice the muscles will begin to relax. Two more rounds of breath here, feeling the muscles begin to relax. One more breath. Slowly coming back to our starting position, and we're going to change sides. So bringing the hand to the opposite knee, Other hand behind you on the chair. Sit tall. Exhale and twist. And again, 8 rounds of breath here. Just notice the sensations in your body. Two more rounds of breath. And slowly unwind, come back to center. Now we're going to take that strap off of our shoulders. We're going to place it in front of us, and it's just waist apart, so hip width apart. We're going to balance it on our thumb, bringing the fingers over top. We're going to bend our elbows slightly. What we're going to do now is try to pull this strap apart into 2 pieces. So we're going to engage all the muscles in the upper body and just pull on both ends of the strap. Remember, keep those elbows slightly bent to protect the joints. One more round of breath here. And then relax the strap for a moment. And let's do another round. So really stretch and pull in both directions, keeping those elbows micro bent. One more breath. And relax. Now let's take that strap up tall. We're going to take it wider than hip width apart. We're going to look up towards the strap. We're going to exhale and twist to one side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist the opposite. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Once more each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Now take your grip just slightly wider, and we're going to lower to one side as we exhale, looking up through the hand overhead at the ceiling. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower. Inhale to center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Once more on each side. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Beautiful. Let's bring that strap down to our knees for just a moment. So we're going to take that strap, starting a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're going to take that strap up overhead. We're going to sit all the way back in our chair so the back of our chair doesn't get in the way. And we're going to lower that strap down behind the body as we exhale. Inhale, bring the strap overhead. Now if your upper back and shoulders are really tight, widen the grip on the strap. Don't have any slack in your strap. And let's exhale and lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. And this time we're going to lower to 10 counts. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 10 count up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower that strap down to your legs. Let's come seated forward in the chair once again. So just our glutes are on the chair, hamstrings are off the chair. That nice 90-degree bend at the knees. Let's draw one arm across the body, relaxing the shoulder. And let's take that hand high, touch down to the shoulder, support under the elbow, keeping the elbow close to the head and point it upward if you can. One more breath here. And let's change sides, drawing the other arm across the body, relaxing the shoulder. And taking that hand high, touching down to the shoulder, supporting under the elbow, bringing the elbow close to the head and pointed upward. One more breath here. And let's lower the hands. We're going to start by just holding on to the sides of our chair. We're just going to rotate on the chair to give you some nice movement in the lower body. Make a nice circle in one direction. One more circle in this direction. We'll pause at center and we'll rotate the opposite direction. So giving some nice movement into the low back. One more complete circle here. And let's pause. Beautiful. Now we're just going to move that strap up a little bit. We're going to take our feet on a diagonal. We're going to bring our elbows down to our knees. And we're just going to bring one hand up overhead, looking through the hand. And then slowly coming back down onto the elbow with the knee. And then changing sides. Elbow to knee, changing sides. And coming back down and change. Let's do 4 more singles at your own pace. As soon as you're looking up through the fingers at the ceiling, you can slowly start rotating back down, changing sides. Once more on each side. Beautiful. And just pausing here on your elbows. Now we're just going to take those feet, make sure the toes are on a diagonal. Allow the fingers to come down to the ankles. And what I want you to do here is try to relax. I want you to relax the back, starting at the low back, working up to the mid back, the upper back, and the shoulders. Just think about allowing everything to relax and stretch into this modified forward fold in our chair. Breathing deeply here. 4 more breaths in this stretch. One more round of breath. Slowly allow the fingers to come up the legs and come back into a seated position and bringing those feet once again so you have that nice 90-degree bend at the knees. Beautiful. We're going to hold on to both sides of the chair. Just make sure your strap doesn't fall. And we're just going to pick up one foot and we're going to roll out the ankle in one direction. You might hear some snap, crackle, pop, and that's okay. It's just air bubbles moving around. And let's change directions. And let's turn this into a point for 2 and a flex. Point, flex. 2 more times. Point, flex, point, and flex. Let's set that foot down and change sides, rolling the ankle out in one direction. Just noticing yourself if you have full range of motion in your ankles as you rotate. Let's change directions. Sometimes we have restrictions we're not even aware of. And let's turn this now into a point and a flex. Point, flex, point, flex. One more time. Point and flex. Beautiful. And just bringing your feet down to the ground. We're going to take that strap. We're going to bring it around the sole of one foot. We're going to hold both ends of the strap in the same hand so we can lift the foot off the ground, keeping the foot flexed in the strap and the knee bent. Free hand grabbing the side of the chair. Let's take it out to the side for an inner thigh and groin stretch, but feeling the quads engaged here, holding our leg up against gravity. One more breath here. And let's draw that foot forward. We're going to grab the strap and we're going to bring that foot across the opposite knee, keeping the foot flexed to protect the bent knee. We're going to exhale and slowly lower towards the legs, feeling a nice stretch in the hip. Remember to keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Now 4 more rounds of breath and try to lower a little closer to your legs if you can. One more breath here. Beautiful. Strap in both hands. Allow that foot to come down to the ground and we're going to change the foot in the strap. So once again, both ends of the strap into the same arm as the extended leg. Knee is slightly bent, foot is flexed in the strap. Free hand grabs the chair. Let's take it out to the side for the inner thigh and groin stretch. Make sure you have a micro bend in the knee. Check your knee. One more breath. Drawing that foot forward, grabbing the strap and bringing it across the opposite knee, keeping the foot flexed to protect the bent knee. Let's exhale and lower. Once again, feeling a stretch in the hip. 4 more rounds of breath. Lower a little closer to your legs if you can, just to intensify the stretch. Remember, there shouldn't be any pain here, but it might be uncomfortable. If you feel pain and you just stretched a little too far, so just rise up slightly. One more breath. And strap in both ends of the hand and slowly lower the foot down to the ground. And we're just going to take that strap and let it fall to the ground. We're going to start extending our heel and then pointing our toe and touching close to our chair. So extending the heel and toe touch down. So extend and touch down. And we're just going to move out to the side with the leg. In this movement, touching down with the heel and then the toe. Moving forward once again. Back out to the side. And once again forward. And let's change the feet. So starting with that heel touch and then toe. Heel and toe. And now let's travel out to the side. Back forward. To the side. And forward. Last time, out to the side. And forward. Beautiful. Now both feet are flat on the ground, that nice 90-degree bend at the knees. We're going to take our feet out on a diagonal here, sitting nice and tall in goddess pose, bringing our arms into a cactus. We're going to draw the elbows and palms of the hands together in front, squeezing them together, holding here. Then we're going to come back into neutral. And then we're going to draw the elbows behind the body, feeling the shoulder blades engage. Imagine trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades and not letting it fall. Coming back into neutral. Once again, squeezing everything in front of the body. Coming back into neutral. And once again, drawing everything together behind the body, feeling those shoulder blades engage. Coming back to neutral. Lowering the hands and bringing those feet forward once again. Once again, hands on your hips. We're going to circle in one direction. One more complete circle. And pause. And let's change directions of that rotation. And notice, are you making a nice circle? Or is it kind of like a rectangle or a triangle? So just pay attention. One more complete circle. Beautiful. We're going to pause here. Let's roll the shoulders once again to the back of the room. And rolling forward, noticing if any tension needs to be released. One more roll. And this time we're going to shrug as we inhale. Exhale, release. Shrug, inhale. Exhale, release. One more time. Shrug, inhale. Exhale, release. Placing your hands on your lap, sitting nice and tall, closing your eyes, and taking the next 3 rounds of breath to notice if you're breathing deeply, allowing the belly to rise on the inhale. Taking the time to do one more scan of the body, starting at the crown of the head, working down to the toes. And noticing without judgment any changes from the scan at the start of class. Bringing your attention once again to your breath. I'd like to thank all of you for sharing your energy in this practice today. Taking this mindful time for yourself, it's so important. I hope you have a fantastic day. Namaste. And until next time.